Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Sunday. Today, we are celebrating the success of A Better Chance for You, Futures Incorporated. And I have everybody who is a director or somebody that's working, members from the board are here today. We have Miss Shaw, Miss Tennille Shaw. We have Dr. Crystal Cross, and we have Miss Ruthie Wright. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday today. Can you all hear me? Because it seems that I am echoing. Okay, I thought I was echoing. So if you look on the screen, Tennille Shaw is our Director of Education Programming. On the bottom of our screen is, I just call her Miss Moneybags because I say it, think it, and she just run with it. And to the other side, of our screen, we have Miss Ruthie Bright, who is probably one of all our parents' favorite, especially our scholars that you've seen in the video with the nice boxes, candies, treats, you name it. I get calls and they're like, who is sending me this stuff? So now you have the name with the face. She is over our motivational melons. So we're just going to engage in a discussion today. We're probably going to start with Ms. Shaw and then go around, and everyone is going to share their programming and updates, and I will go last, and we will probably show the video again for those that who were late and wanted to make sure they seen their scholar get their shout out. But it is one amazing scholar. I looked at the video and I looked at his paperwork and added it up twice. I said 90,000 worth of scholarship. That's a lot of schooling, but I am so proud of all of our seniors. So we're going to start with Ms. Shaw, and also in the chat, if you want to engage in questions, give a shout out to your scholar, like, share. The instructions are in the comments. Because StreamYard is doing something different, if you want to engage, you have to accept it from them. Then you can participate in the conversation. And again, I will share the video at the end. But if I did contact you and you're a scholar, please note you're going to see that video several times. So let's start with Ms. Shaw.
So good evening, families, to our team, to everyone that's online, that's just hearing us. We are so excited to celebrate what we've been busy doing this last quarter. The educational programs has three main prongs that I'm going to discuss. And the biggest one is, or the first one that we did was the writer's workshop. We focused on the application essay to help our juniors, seniors, high school students just really understand the rationale behind the essay and things they can do to, things they can do to really just make that essay stand out. We explained that the colleges and the scholarship committee read so many essays, and they really don't need to treat it like a short answer, just get it done question, that they really need to just focus on letting the team really see who they are and why they should support the scholar. So our scholars got to see that in two parts. We have upcoming, and next month, in just a couple weeks, we have a writer's block workshop that's geared toward upper elementary and middle school. Some of the feedback was that we wanted to address our younger scholars' needs as well. And so for our upper elementary and middle school, we're definitely, talking about how to overcome writer's block and those like finer points that really just make your essays pop. And definitely this is testing season that's coming fast and furious. Despite all the different ups and downs we've had this year, students are still facing standardized testing, and we want to do all we can to help them. The second prong of the educational programs are our contests. We had our oratorical contest about what matters, and our winners were showcased on, our winners were showcased on Let's Talk About It. They got to talk about either things they wrote or essays and poems that really spoke to their heart about what matters. You know, a lot of times we don't think our scholars are listening. We don't think it's impacting them, but our scholars are definitely listening, and they definitely deserve to have their voice heard, and our scholars really just knocked it out of the park. The third prong that we are really working on is our tutorials, which is having the biggest impact. A lot of families have, some have chosen to homeschool, but a lot of families are becoming kind of de facto homeschool parents, and they're looking for resources to help their scholars fill in these gaps. Because they're not having that same one-on-one connection with their teachers, or not having those academic supports due to CDC guidelines and things like that. So tutorials are ongoing. We just ask that if you're interested in any of these events, any questions you have, that you just send us an email. We'll respond back to you. What we have coming up in May, we'll launch that at the beginning of the month. And what we have coming up in May is our second contest, which is our science fair. It has been broken down into 3 categories to meet the needs of all of our scholars. We have scientific displays, which you just show something really cool that displays a concept. I think solar system, I think volcano, something like that. We have our science activities, which is just something that we just mix chemicals together, or we showcase what happens, kind of a cause and effect thing. For our older students, just keeping in line with the standards that they are held accountable to in school, we are doing true scientific investigations. But our scholars, no matter what their ability level, no matter what age they are, can participate in any of those categories, and we will ask our judges and our evaluators to evaluate and then send out prizes for that. I really appreciate it. Parents, if you need any sort of resources, even students that are listening, if you need sort of resources, send me an email. I will get the resources to you as soon as possible. We are working every day to make life better for our scholars and create and continuing to create these opportunities. Thank you to Ms. Robinson for her continued vision and support, and thank you to our sponsors who make these opportunities possible for our scholars.
Thank you, Ms. Shaw. I do have a question. I know I'm going to ask everybody this question, just giving you a heads up after you finish doing your presentation. So the question I have for you is, why is ABC Youth relevant for youth today?
I'm going to give you, I am both a parent and an educator, so I am going to take that kind of viewpoint. The biggest thing is that as educators, we work really hard. We're always pushed to close in the gaps. We're pushed to close in the gaps. And, due to various circumstances, our students need opportunities to be either taught or retaught the lessons in order to close these gaps. They're not going to just magically hear the information. We have to bring that to them, and ABC is a venue that brings that information and those opportunities to our scholars that need it the most. The scholars that their families are like, I want to help them get to that next level. I want to make sure that they have everything they need to be successful in the future. I want to make sure that my scholar has everything they need to be competitive, because the reality is, when you're applying for schools and you're applying for scholarships, it's competitive, and if you don't have the full package, they're just going to keep moving on, and we don't want our scholars to lose out on that opportunity.
Awesome. So we will go to our next person, but Ms. Shaw, just hang out in the background. We are going to our next person today, which is Dr. Cross. And she is, I guess she's known in our world as the money maker and go-getter, because she's like, Ms. Robinson, we need to do this. Okay, go ahead. No problems there. But she is very successful at what she does. She's done many events, but I will let her tell you about the things that she has done and her success story as a parent of one of our scholars as well. So take it away, Dr. Cross.
Well, thank you, Ms. Robinson. So one of the things that brought me to ABC Youth Futures was just the program and itself and what it provides for our students. One of the students being my very own son, who Ms. Robinson came to me. I came to her. We were having a conversation, and she was saying, well, what is his GPA? That was the first question she asked. And, I shared with her what his GPA was, and, what he wanted to do, what he wanted to major in. And she was able to help facilitate, his college career, basically, finding a school for him. And then she came and said, hey, I see your work ethic. I see what you do. Would you be willing to, join ABC Youth Futures? And I was just so excited because, I've always wanted to work in higher education and helping, our students, because they need it. They need people that are there, to support them. And so at first she thought that I would be good with the education department. And then she said, well, I have a fundraising position available as well. And I was like, well, I think that's where I would want to be. And so since joining ABC Youth Futures, we've had we've had a bowling night. We're planning for a mother-daughter tea coming up for around Mother's Day. I'm trying to get us into one of the fun parks. Also wanting to look into doing like a scholarship gala coming up in the future, probably next year. We'll be looking into doing a scholarship gala, but definitely right now we have a cookie fundraiser going on. So I'll put the cookie fundraiser information in the chat and I'll send it to Miss Mo. We have about one more week for our cookie fundraiser. So everyone go and buy your cookies. They are delicious. They are yummy. I did order some. Last month we did a pizza fundraiser. Coming up, we're going to have, after our cookie fundraiser, we're going to have shirts for sale. So you'll be able to buy t-shirts or sweater, a hoodie, and a mug. So be on the lookout for that fundraiser coming up so you can get your gear for ABC Youth Futures to promote our organization and what we do to help our youth, which is so important because our students really need support. And Miss Ruthie Bright, which I know Miss Mo has mentioned her, but she is my mom. Miss Mo said she was looking for a person to do the motivational mail outs. And I was like, well, I have the perfect person for you because my mother loves to put a smile on people's face by sending them, nice gifts. And she's the queen of packing. So she packs those little boxes very well, but I'll stop gloating about her and let her speak. But just be on the lookout for all of those things. And so I talked about the motivational mailings to say that our fundraising is what helps, support that and fund, those things, students into college. We support them throughout. It really brings a smile to their faces, when they wake up and they see or go to the mailbox or post office and they see a card in the mail for them or a gift box or something like that. And so we have the fundraising so that we can provide that for the students. And so fundraising is very, very important. So please help and please support, please share, because we really need your support. And so those are the things that we have coming up. We try to have one event outing where we get together in the community and with our students and fellowship with the community. We try to do that at least once a month, and then a online fundraiser at least once a month as well. So please make sure, if you can, support our fundraising, support our outings, come out and support us, because we really are doing a great thing in our community and for our youth. They are really excited about the program, and we help them, throughout. So we don't just get them into school, we help them throughout their education time. You muted, Miss Mo.
Girl, this is the second time I've done that on the live. It's so embarrassing, but it's okay. Just like I asked Miss Shaw, what well, you really answered it so many ways, but this time I want you to center in, maybe not from a parent point of view, but from a person that is in the vision and mission. why is it relevant? Why is ABC Youth, the programs that we offer, why is it relevant to youth of today?
So some of our youth just are looking for a way, or they don't know. They don't have the information that our program provides. They don't have the support that our program provides. I know that we are basically like four young women who are, here to support these students, but we have so many resources, within us and around us that we can reach out. Our program is so important. One of our students called and she said that she was trying to join, one of the Divine Nine, and she needed a letter of recommendation. And I was able to reach out um, to another young lady, to help get that for her that she needed. So, what we provide is just so much more than just, getting the students into, a school. We just provide that in-depth support that they need, that they may not have if they're not in our program, if they're not, with us. They know that they can call us, they can reach out to us. So our program is so vital and so important, to our students. Miss Tennille provides that writing support, and outside of that writing workshop, she's able to, a student can reach out to her like, hey, Miss Tennille, look, I know you did the writing workshop already, but I need help because I have this other essay that I need to write. And she's able to help and support them. So it's just bigger than just the jobs that we do, on the surface level. It's very, very, our program is very important, to the youth and to our students. And so I think that is why I love ABC Youth Futures, and why I was so drawn to the program, because we really provide that one-on-one support that students, really need, the personal support that they need as well. You muted again.
I'm on the road with this mute. Oh, at least I got a sense of humor though. But I was saying that is amazing to hear from a parent perspective, as well as a person that is like, you know what, I'm on board, I'm all in. And believe you me, I don't know what I would do, because that took a load off of me. Even though it's a growing process, because sometimes you be like, look, this is my lane. But it's a growing process because I've done it by myself so long. But words cannot express how much I appreciate you and all the ladies that are on here. But I'm gonna save my special announcement to the very end. So hold on tight. Now we will see Miss Ruth, our I guess you would say our parents' choice favorite. How are you today? You on mute? You on mute, Miss Bright. You doing one of my numbers.
I know. I said, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good
everyone. Happy Sunday Fun Day.
Yes.
I was in the process of getting my boxes together, so I apologize for being late. But
oh Lord, you doing Easter boxes?
So excited! Look.
You know what? If they catch the replay, you're gonna have these kids screaming. Oh wow. I want one.
And look, just to name a few little things.
What in the world? Oh, you got me leaning up to the screen to see what it is. Oh wow.
It's eggs. So if they open up their egg, they will get a treat.
I'm jealous.
You might even have a Starbucks gift card or two.
Oh wow.
Or two.
Oh, well, you might need to send that to some of the adults.
Excuse me. This is for scholars.
Okay. They can have it.
For scholars, look what this one says.
Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. I got to zoom in on that.
Boom. So yes, my daughter selected me for this program, and I will not disappoint. I am loving every bit of it.
Oh, wow. I had to zoom in on that.
So blessed. Oh, you zoomed in. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I zoomed in. I'm going to zoom in again. I said, oh my goodness.
And I mean, they are filled with. So I hope you can see it.
I can see it, and I truly, truly appreciate you. And just like I asked the other ladies, why is it relevant for programs that we are doing here at ABC Youth?
Because, well, it's relevant because one, in three things. One, students really appreciate receiving gifts. They're in college, they're away from home. So a gift is like, wow, somebody is thinking of me other than my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it's a blessing. It is a blessing. You to go to your mailbox and have something, some word of encouragement just to keep you going. Three, you'll think about this when you graduate from college and pass it on, and it can get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's why it's relevant to me. So we'll reach back and get somebody else.
Exactly. And I'm like, we caught Miss Ruthie, and she up here preparing boxes. I forgot Easter is, I didn't forget, but wasn't aware of the calendar that Easter is like within days. So you better have the kids screaming and parents calling again.
I had a St. Patrick's Day little something, just a little something to throw in their box to open up with a mask and some hand sanitizer. And
oh, wow.
That was St. Patrick's Day. But Easter, the Lord has risen and they need a gift.
Oh my God. Well, if they're watching, they are definitely going to be in for a treat. I know a couple of parents have called, if not all of them. I know two in particular. They was like, who is she? How do I send her a thank you card? Well, now you get to meet her.
And you guess what? This box has thank you cards. So all you have to do is fill them out and put them in the mail.
Oh, it's so sweet. Well, I am excited. I'm about to bring everybody on, and I have to give a super amazing announcement that I don't think anybody knows.
Okay.
Welcome back, ladies.
Telling me now that I won the lottery. Hi, Chris. Baby.
Girl, if we win the lottery, we all gonna quit work and just focus on this. We'd be able to provide so much. So welcome back, ladies. Tennille's dancing, so maybe we need to go play a ticket somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm at workshops every week, y'all. Let's go.
Hey.
So, just I guess it's my turn to talk about the success. If you didn't watch the video, I will replay it on our newsletter. I'll replay it on our pages, our business pages. But we have a multitude of kids. All of our seniors, let me just put that out there. All of our seniors have been accepted into school. So that's something huge to celebrate.
Yes.
8 of our seniors have received full rides. So we got 4 more, but we're still working. It's gonna work, and I trust that and believe it. But I know what you all did not know is we turned 1 this week. Our charitable nonprofit organization part of ABC Youth, not ABC Youth LLC, but the ABC Youth Futures Incorporated turned 1 this week. And I was like, I don't think they know.
Yes, that is so
yes. So to do all of that, we have done in a year's time. To God be the glory.
Yes.
And it seemed like, and I know I talked to Crystal and to Neil a lot. I'm like, guys, this is really growing bigger and faster than I wanted to. And, you can't fuss about God's timing. And just being real transparent with everybody, because that's what we do on Sundays. We just, talk about it and be honest. This time last year, I had a decision to make. The school I was working at, didn't want my services, and feeling was mutual. But it pushed me into my passion. And look at us today. So I'm like, I'm not gonna cry. I promise I'm not gonna cry. But you know, we are doing great things and we are impacting the community. And I know I have a special announcement to make today. It's probably gonna make everybody like scream and cry. I hope not. But I did all the crying I could do the other day. We have decided to venture because we can't be, you can't bring a problem if you're not the solution. So what happened, this is probably going to make you all like, oh God, spit it out. Well, I prayed about it and I said, you know what, God, this is what we need to do. We can't sit here any longer and make excuses on why our kids cannot go visit campuses. We cannot use COVID. We bring the lives every week, but now we're going to go a step further. Right now, as of Friday, I got my travel agent's license. So we can plan. So we can plan our own HBCU tours and we can help more students. So that was my big announcement for today. And just pray for me because things are so yes, things are happening.
Road trip.
Yes.
Trip. Love road trip.
He said, by any means necessary, these kids are getting to school. So that's my announcement. I will, like I said, I will replay the kids. I'm so proud of Jalen Bonds. He's a senior that we have in our program that we constantly help. He's a super athlete. So if you're listening and you're on Wednesday and you're on my admissions crew, please look at his videos. He has a 3.5. There's no way he shouldn't have a full ride anywhere. Plus athletic. And also Jared Rollins, he has $90,000 worth of scholarship money, and his mom is I kind of compare her to Dr. Cross because she is on me. She emailed me, but she did tell me to take a vacation. She was like, you do so much. Sit down.
Wait, not gonna happen. Watch.
Yeah, I take some. I do relax eventually, but my goal is to make sure those 4 turn into acceptance and scholarships. But that was my big announcement. So you all know that you are volunteer or voluntold, however they say it, chaperones.
Voluntold
chaperones. But I can no longer complain about not being able to go on college tours. So I'm like, look, what's the solution? I need to do what? Okay, we got it. So, so you'll start seeing those emails and things like that. I'm extremely excited. I'm like, okay, where do we go first? So we'll have to meet and talk about it.
Okay.
So how do y'all feel about my announcement? Because everybody, Chris was like, oh God, this is more work.
I'm like, road trip, let's go.
Ecstatic. I'm so glad. Road trip. Well, I can't road trip because I don't like to drive, but I can fly and meet you there.
I'm like, I'm getting my playlist ready. Let's go.
Oh God.
I don't like to drive.
I
said we had to share that one. But that's okay. I've taken
road.
I
don't like to drive either.
She's so funny.
I don't. Oh my God. I don't even like to drive to in where I live now.
Oh God.
You won't be driving.
I was just like, but road trips with kids are so much fun. Like the excitement and the energy and the just ready to go. Like they're like, we took one to Houston last year, and the kids were just like excited and ready to go, and they just, that energy is contagious. Sorry, I'm excited.
Yet, please.
Sorry.
Are we there yet? That's me.
Okay. Oh, that's me. I'm like that. I'm the are we there yet type of person. But once I get there, I'm fine. But
Yes, once I get there, I'm fine. Yes, yes.
so I don't have much. Our show is kind of short today, but I did want to give everybody updates, and I did want to make sure that those scholars are mentioned. And we also have Kamaya. She's a new senior. She just came on board, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago, but she has a 3.9. She wants to go to Prairie View, and if anyone from Prairie View is watching, there's no reason for her as well. Like a 3.9, I'm like, Jesus, I couldn't even spell that when I was in high school. So they need to really like look out for our babies.
Yes.
So do anybody have any partner words, any reminders that we may need to share? I do know that we are moving in a direction to where we're going to have a job form, because it's gotten, like I said, it has gotten bigger. I'm not complaining. We just provide solutions. So our solution is to create a job form so we can track who we have. That was the best way to go possible, because we have encountered a lot more scholars than we thought we would. And since, we are going to be launching a better chance to go, that's what I named it, being that, hey, we got to make it work some way and fit into the mold and the mission. But do anybody have any parting words before we get out of here?
Just a reminder, I know Miss Ruthie is getting those boxes together, so I know there's going to be lots of squeals across, everywhere our kids are at, but also for our families to be on the lookout for information about the science fair contest that's coming up, and the writing workshop for our older elementary/middle school students.
Okay.
All righty. Ms. Ruth, do you have anything?
Just be on the lookout. Watch out for the mail.
I'm looking out for the mail, because that box, that box made me want to go back to.
You know what? I do want to know if Jordan Benjamin. I don't think he received his. I need to know if he received his last box.
Got it. I know who. I can reach out to someone at Central State University in Wilberforce, Ohio, to make sure that he got his box.
Because that was in February.
Okay, so I'll definitely reach out.
Okay.
Definitely. Well, guys, it has been totally fun. You heard our announcements. I will definitely post and replay the celebration video. And if you heard my announcement and you want to sow a seed, we are on Giftfly. We are on Cash App. We are on Venmo. Or you can just mail it to the address that you see on Facebook. Please note, we are a total charitable nonprofit organization. We do this because we love it, but your donations will make it even better. Thank you. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Bye-bye.